All right, I am going to move on to the last example, and this is some work that we've been doing with the Tahoe Regional Planning Agency for many years. They are an organization set up by a congressional act because they are managing the Lake Tahoe Basin, which is divided partially in California and part in Nevada. And so they oversee the long-term development and environmental restoration projects in the region. So they're a permitting agency, as well as they've been set up as the administrator of the Environmental Improvement Program, which has been going on for over 20 years now, and it's invested $2.3 billion in a wide range of restoration projects, science monitoring, and things like improving scenic beauty and transportation projects around the area. They're not the funder. And so one of the challenges is, how do we scale out this program and get better data to be able to answer questions of legislators, assistants, and congressmen and senators without having it be a 2-week fire drill and diving through the file cabinets. And yet, since they're not funders, they didn't have much of a stick to require folks to provide information. So they did what a lot of you guys probably do, is periodically put out a data call and ask people to send data in, and it comes in all shapes and sizes, and then it's another few weeks of corralling and massaging and conforming that data so that it can answer questions. So what we did is took a different approach and built a small little web app to start off with that would walk their partners through an annual project update cycle. Our goal was to let them do it in 5 to 10 minutes, and I think, except for the most complicated projects, we've met that goal. The challenge, of course, also is to kill that 23-tab spreadsheet that I'm sure you guys have a few of out there that was actually the system of record for managing all this project information. And so the other kind of goal we had in the solution was to do this in a way that didn't require any training, and then obviously to have all that information roll up and feed automatic reports and dashboards. So the results have been great. They've been really happy. The 5 to 10 minute goal has been met. And as a result, all this data is in a system, and it enables longer term strategic planning and collaboration. So this is the part that really enabled them to scale out their program. And then these, the screenshots down below are a few examples of some of the visualizations or summaries of information provided by that project update cycle. So in the bottom left is a map of Placer County in California, and just showing for them, like, their custom view of what are all the projects that we have either funded or we have led the implementation on or supported the implementation on. And I can look at those projects a number of ways, by their stage, by the type of project, etc. In the middle is, and the next few slides, I'll give you full screen views of these. I know it's kind of hard to read as they are, but in the middle is just a summary of the funding, the expenditures by funding source. So they were interested in how much money is coming in from private sources, from the state of Nevada, from the state of California, or from federal. And then last, a key part of this program and scaling it out is being able to automatically report on a set of 34 performance measures that they had set up. And one of the secrets of this success of this project was Sitka being able to partner with environmental incentives. And all they do is help folks create and design performance-driven conservation programs. And so they had done the work to help the region identify and select these 34 performance measures. And this one, Acres of Habitat Restored and Enhanced, is just one of those. So there's a little larger picture. This is the web page that summarizes Placer County's involvement in the region. So the first is just an overview. The system, the Environmental Improvement Project Tracker, is one of a host of tools within the platform. The other things it does is it tracks development rights, rights of way, and other things that as a planning agency, TRPA and its partners were very interested in. It used to be that information was only available upon document request, and now we're able to daylight a lot of them because we have a platform that can share some infrastructure and scale out to support these other components of their work, of their organization. There's a blow up of, this particular chart is just looking at one of the 63 watersheds in the Tahoe Basin, Bijou Creek, and it's showing over time where money, how much money has been invested and from which sources. So Bijou Creek is right there in the south part of the lake, close to or within the, I think, the city limits of the city of South Lake Tahoe. And last, this is the stack bar chart of the one of the performance measures, acres of habitat restored and enhanced, and you can see the types of habitat that have been enhanced over time. And you can kind of get some trends and answer some questions and maybe ask, you know, why was it so low in 2015 and what did we do to pull off the big numbers in 2010? So these are the types of, you know, analysis questions you can start to ask when all your time and energy is not consumed with data corralling and simply creating reports. All right, summarizing, like a lot of the other efforts to scale out programs, a lot of it's about lowering cost. And they were able to do that by automating analysis and reporting and visualizations. Got rid of a bunch of paper reports and were able to more easily and quickly answer those probing questions from constituents and stakeholders. And then the quality and confidence in the data, I've already talked about this a bit, went way up. And people like it when they get to live data and they see how, when they update their project, how it moves the bar and the needle is moved on that chart, for example. And then increased capabilities by freeing up staff. So their TRPA has an entire research and analysis division that came on board part of the way through working with us. And a lot of the tools we've been building have enabled them to do that analysis and, like I said, not to spend all their time corralling data.